What is up, everyone? I'm Shay Weintraub. This is Anchored, a Rhody-themed late-night style low-sodium option for the Ocean State's sea-saltiest opinions. And today we're doing something a little bit different. All winter we've been, like a Rhode Island red, cooped up inside in the studio, so today we're going to take it out. And we're going to get into not that. We are going to do a tour de Crusty, Providence, or A.K.A. a history walk. The first stop on our tour de Crusty, Providence is an area named after not one, but two dead guys, Kennedy Plaza and Burnside Park. Named after the president and Newport's most famous groom, Kennedy Plaza, which is our city's current transportation hub and apparently future off-brand water park, used to be known as Exchange Place. Currently, it's overlooked by Providence's architectural version, the guy that you met off of Bumble. Tall, decent looking, but really doesn't have a whole lot going on in here. He's trying as best as he can, though. Since the early 19th century, this particular part of our city has served as a city and statewide transportation hub, beginning as a place to shuttle mill workers to their daily duties, then as the site of the original Union Station, before turning into the city's, last great parking spot. And then there's Burnside Park, named for the man that, yes, gave us sideburns. Formerly known as City Hall Park, Burnside Park was added to the city in 1898 when the newer Union Station was built. There are two monuments within this park. The first being the Bhajnati Fountain. The fountain was sculpted in 1902 and paid for by the bequest of Count Paul Bhajnati, an Italian diplomat who just happened to be married to Carrie Brown. Carrie Brown being a member of the small little family in Providence that I'm sure that you've never heard of. The second monument is that of this park's namesake, Rhode Island Governor and Civil War General Ambrose Burnside, and his trusty steed. Thanks to this bronze piece of work, you no longer have to go to the countryside to get the experience of driving by a horse and saying, "Horse, you got the short end of the carrot stick." I mean, there's horses in Hollywood now. There's Flicka, there's Spirit, Stallion at Cimarron, and oh yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker. But we couldn't stay down in the park for too long. There's more history to talk about. The real reason why we came over this way was to talk about this wide drink of water was known as the Cove. In the before times, Providence was pretty much underwater. And by that I mean Providence of today was pretty much underwater. Beginning in the 1840s-ish, Providence began to fill in the Cove to make way for new additions to the city, like railroads, factories, more railroads. So by the 1990s, what was left of the Cove was mostly gone. Now, it's where we have water fire. Well, had water fire before the thing, if you will. The third and final stop on our tour de Crusty, Providence is none other than the house that Gina built. Prior to the 20th century, Rhode Island didn't have one designated state house, but rather they had 5 county courthouses that the governor and the General Assembly would travel around the state to meet at. In 1895, the state decided, y'all, we're Rhode Islanders, we cannot keep driving this far just for meetings. And from that, the quote-unquote new Rhode Island State House was born. Well, was built. It was completed in 1904, sculpted from Georgian marble, and depending on who you ask, has the 3rd or 4th largest self-supporting dome in the whole world. The whole world. Right now, I'm at the front of the State House. And now, we're Outback State House, and I need to pick up my order. Hey Dan. Yeah, Shay. I'm here to pick up my food. Yeah, I had the steak, the shrimp on the bobby. Oh, steakhouse. Right. Okay, bye. Yikes. And that's all we have for you today, guys. The entirety of Rhode Island history. If you like this type of episode, please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I'll see you guys later.